BBBY, is it getting close to yesterday's high? That's what I'm curious about. Or up in retracement of yesterday's high are we? Got close to 16. Yesterday's high. $17. 16 the close. Gotcha. Okay. Shh. Right. Break almost breaking 16 now, but yeah, we'll have to wait for it to get over 17. We'll keep it on watch then. That to be moving again, but I guess it could. Anybody looked at Geo, Adam? No. For a day trade or for a swing? I guess it looks like day trade. Okay, yeah, there's definitely some movement on Geo as well. All right, cool. We'll keep it on watch. Yeah, it's happening now, guys. Over 8.25, it's making some move up to 8.4. Geo with some strength, breaking pivots and taking names. All right, it is 9:20, almost 9:21. We got 9 minutes until the market opens. And what we showed in some financial data this morning was that in real estate, housing starts went negative. It's first time in the real estate market during the last couple of years since the subprime crisis of 2008 that we've had housing starts go negative, and it just means that supply is getting over abundant, and demand. I mean, right now, I think a lot of people who are interested in buying real estate, they are the demand, but I think what they're doing is they're saying, I can wait a little bit. Let's see where this bottoms. If it was you, and I know you're more informed because you watch this broadcast, but if it was you and you're out there and you're like, oh, let's get some real estate. Let's buy our first house. Let's buy a house. Let's buy a duplex. Let's whatever it is, cash flow, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And prices are coming down, and you're seeing that, like every house is reduced. I mean, if you have a head on your shoulders, you're going to say, let's keep waiting. Not because you're not demand. You are demand. You're willing to buy, but because the writing's on the wall that if you buy something, it's going to be worth less in a couple of months, if not 6 months, if not a year. And so I think that hurts demand even more. So in other words, whatever levels of demand that are going on now, I believe they're going to continue to peel down and pull down and push down. And supply is now getting egregious for the same reason, but also because they're building, and they're now for the very first time trying to slow down that building, but it's that's a curve that's flattening as well. So as I predicted in 2020, for 2 years now, the bottom of the market in my 2020 analysis of macro cycles is that the bottom of the market will be September 2023. So anyway, we got a little bit more of the real estate picture this morning, and that is moving along exactly as expected. And that spooked the market a little bit, just a little bit, where it was hanging out nice and strong and supportive. Now they're like, are we going to have a real estate crash? I mean, some people, 10 people are thinking the worst, and it's spreading. Hate that place? What's your place? I wonder where you were talking about, Dondra. So anyway, the market this morning is kind of holding since yesterday, but a little bit pulling back on that news of real estate demand, um, and real estate prices going to be dropping. A plague. And the market's going to be opening in 6 minutes now. And the other thing of note is that the dollar is strengthening up again and maybe breaking a pivot, and it might go back into its uptrend and continue. So there may be a play to get into the dollar DXY on which you could get UUP on the market. So that's a potential play coming up, this week, which could be a macro swing trade that could last 3 weeks, something like that. Also, we can see that rates are moving up. Oops. Rates are moving up to 2.82% on the 10-year. And of course, that's putting more pressure on the real estate market. Oil, crude, if we take a look at crude, continues to be in a downtrend. This morning, it's got a little bit of a upward direction to it. However, it's definitely in a medium-term downtrend, and has broken pivots and is going down. You can trade that channel. So that could affect also energy. However, energy also consists of wind and alternative and clean and green energy sources. So XLE is maybe not as great of a short play as like an inverse crude oil ETF could get you, but there could be definitely a play there as well. All right. Financials also moving down. The industrials and financials moving down a bit more strongly than the rest this morning. Interestingly enough, growth market still remaining so strong. QQQ, tech still remaining strong. So even despite, whether we've got a drop today, possibly, we remain at great levels in the growth market. And if growth has to take a hit for a couple of days or maybe into the middle of next week, that's fine with me. That'll just create another opportunity to get in once it takes off again and continues to rally if it does. We're definitely extended on the market. Like we've gotten ourselves way too extended for whatever various reasons. We need some negative economic data to balance this out a bit in order to get things back to a healthy state of where we could enter trades more confidently. Oh, Geo. You worked for them for 12 years. Oh, and you said you hate that place. That's funny. All right. Now, as far as morning momentum plays go, what we have before the open moving strongly is, of course, MEGL from yesterday, MEGL. We also have FRZA, which can somebody remind me? Who's the parent company of FRZA? It's another ticker that was kind of hot the other day. FRZA. Yeah, maybe somebody can remind me, and I'll pull it up. And AMTD. AMTD, I believe, is the parent company of HKD. RGS, BBBY. We're watching. GBOX, GBOX, and we're also watching GEO, Illumina, ILMN, MRSN, and then Rebin, REBN. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 prospects on watch. What'd you say here? Love this stock long-term made a good. Which one? Oh, which one? BBBY? I don't know which one you're talking about. Great stock. Okay. Maybe he's talking about Geo. I don't know, but I don't think it looks too good. But it is reversing off of the bottom. It's a real estate company, huh? Is that the right one you're thinking of, Dondrell? Well, they're having an exceptionally good day this morning after an exceptionally good day yesterday. V, thank you. VEEE. And FRZA is the parent stock? Where did I get that backwards? I don't think so. Let me see. No. V is the parent stock. FRZA is the new IPO that they released. Maybe that's what you meant and just typed out wrong. That's fine. But anyway, yeah, V is the parent stock. Thank you. And let's keep that up and on watch in case that does something weird today because FRZA does something weird. Let's keep that on watch. All right, the market's about to open in 30 seconds, roughly 37 seconds. Let's see which way growth market wants to go. That's most important to us. Right off the open here, 30 seconds. We're going to be getting some alerts. You'll hear a lot of alerts, and we'll slowly start to go through everything. Please always wait 5 minutes before taking any kind of direction assumptions on the market, and then a 30-minute and then a 1 hour check-in. 5 minute, 10 minute, 30, 1 hour. Oh, private prisons. Oh, that's the one that's Burry took a big stake in. Is that right? Oh, okay. So that's why Geo's moving so much. Prisons. Interesting. He's thinking that they're going to need more prisons. He's a little too political these days. All right. So right off the open was a bit of a sell-off, and now that dip is being bought for the moment. And we'll come back to that. I got to look at some of these stock charts. Corsair Gaming, PayPal, Empower looking decent. Oh no, that was yesterday. The new candle's not as great. All right, now in the momentums, what do we have moving? MEGL's not necessarily moving. It's kind of holding at the open. AMTD, fading at the open. FRZA, coming up after a low open. Let's see if we can figure out a pivot. We'd like to see it break 935 on FRZA. I would not be excited about FRZA until it can get up and over 935. FRZA. GBOX, checking in on GBOX. Mix, somebody says. Mix, no. Nothing going on over there. Geo, still wiggling around. Rebin. Mike, Dive Master, we're just looking at high flying momentum day trading small caps right at the open here. Not necessarily analyzing charts for swing trades or anything. Maybe there's a swing trade happening, but on that one you were asking about mix. But yeah, we're trying to pay attention to the momentum here. So we still want to see it break 930, guys, 930-ish, 935. And that's not happening yet. MRSN, ILMN, V, movement on V, GBOX, L had some movement. That's fading. The best prospect at the moment, the one showing any buying, any demand, is FRZA. So perhaps if it does a pullback even before 935 and then breaks that pivot that it puts in, like so high of day, high of market, that could be a potential trigger entry. MEGL is dumping. Oh, thanks, Randy. I got to dump my position then. What, do I really want to? I have that on a little bit more of a watch. It depends on the pattern because sometimes it can be meaningless. You don't mark your levels before market open? I do. I have programmed my own software in Thinkorswim that marks off all my levels. See here? And I'm watching those precisely. But it's automatic. Fucking A. Yeehaw. All right. There goes AMTD. If it breaks 332, that would be the level to watch for. AMTD, I think, with the most momentum at the moment. BBBY also moving strong. Yeah, BBBY on the move. It broke pivot at $16. If it can break $17, that's up and over yesterday's high. But really, BBBY flying, that's definitely a day trade for you guys. Camille is still holding MEGL also. He says, okay, MEGL, oh yeah, looking at it, Randy, no, it's not of concern. It certainly isn't, doing any kind of reversal pivot action. I'm going to keep holding. Yeah. Let's see here. The market, let's check in on the market. BBBY looking good. This possible bullish hot dog on the 15-second chart going on around that 1680 chart. No, it's pulling back. Good, let it pull back. And if it breaks a new high, that's certainly a trigger point. All right, the market is holding, and as I can see, the S&P 500 is moving up again. It's just crazy how much money is being thrown into the market the last couple of days because we're extended, and yet it just keeps going. It is totally the definition of a lockout rally. Doing it again. I mean, these higher lows are just killing you if you want to try to get in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row, and there's this tiny little high tight flag consolidation, and then you had 1, 2. It's been way too tight. There's Apple, but that's basically what the market. All right, MEGL's at 21.25 or 21.17, something like that. BBBY 16.66. The mark of the devil. It's the omen. Geo not really happening. AMTD. FRZA is back to about 850. MEGL, if it can get over 22, that would be the pivot break we would like to see. Cam the Man. Oh, I don't watch Cam the Man too much, but have you taken his program or joined his group or done much over with Cam the Man? What does he say? He says, Cam the Man would say, 6 days in a row, we are surely due for red day, so I'm going to short everything. Dude, Mac, that's you. You say that all the time, too. You're just as bad. His TikToks crack you up. I know. I don't understand. I have not been able to put sense, SENSE, to his strategies. And granted, I haven't, become a disciple or followed him religiously. But I tried. I tried to see what he was up to, and it didn't look right. And B, he's just terrible at explaining things. He's obviously another one of us autistic people, but hasn't really figured out how to communicate. He's really awkward with the communication. And the other guy that's awkward with the communication, I think he's also an autistic dude, is the Team Bull guy. You know that guy? The Team Bull guy? He's like, it's hilarious. Anyway, he's apparently an awesome trader, and definitely we're friends on TikTok, and he's done insane, but again, limited amount of time, remember. I think he's had success for under a year. Maybe it's been a year. AMTD coming up. AMTD coming up to break over 3.32 potentially. Hey, thank you very much. Got a little bit of Enron vibes off the E logo. Thanks, but nobody remembers that, thank God. So it's mine. I designed that when I was 11, so that would have been 1986. Thank you. Where do you see that? I don't even see the logo. Oh, yes, thanks. AMTD, we're looking to see if it can break the pre-market high of 332. That's where it's really going to take off. Back to MEGL, we're looking to see if it can break over 22. And BBBY, we needed to break over 17. We got that pullback on BBBY. This is good, because you should be looking for an entry. If we go over to the 2-minute candle on BBBY, what you want to look for is a break over the high of a previous significant red candle. It can't just be all these like little teeny candles. That doesn't make any sense. But of any of the significant red candles. So at the moment, if we can get up and over 1640, that could be entry, and that could change every 2 minutes. I recommend using the 2-minute candles for that particular situation. It can depend on the strength of the trading and the speed and the momentum of the trading. That looks rather good. I'm going to take a look at a possible swing trade on a stock called KBR. Particularly well set up. Check the measurements on that. Yeah, decent trade. KBR. It is in technology, IT, it's information technology. And let me take a look at the revenue growth. Little spotty. Annually doing fine. Profits dwindling. Doing better this year, quarter by quarter. All right, it's possible. It's possible that this puppy could go to 65 from 53, so I'm going to put it out there. AMTD is running. There, that was the break on AMTD, guys. While I put this alert out. Guys, I hate people. I hate people who say guys in their live broadcast. Hey, guys, this and that. I don't know why I do that. I don't know why anybody does that. I hate that. Okay, guys, let's get it together. Look, I don't like if I'm like the leader and I'm trying to rally my men and women. I'm not going to say, all right, guys, come on, let's go attack. It's just fucking hate that. But, I can't think of anything else to say. So I apologize for myself for being a dweeb. KBR. The risk on that for the entry, it could be to about 51. We're at 3, so about. And the AMTD entrance still standing at 330 because it has pulled back. Viridian, we were watching it. Does anybody see if Viridian's moving around while I'm typing this up? I don't believe it is. I think we took it off of watch this morning because it died. Dead. All right, quickly checking the health of all my holdings. And fuck, motherfucking Asana. Gotta be fucking me up again. I thought we were finally done, Asana, and you're going to be in a good spot today. I really, really like this one. Hershey with a beautiful entry here. I guess it's got a dividend coming up, so good spot to get entry. So far we have for swing trades, I'm talking swing trades with Hershey. We have KBR and Hershey, HSY. HSY putting us a really nice entry. Who knows? Maybe Buffett's buying more. Oh no, he's got See's Candy. Never mind, but whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we can go to the bottom of today's candle, which is 229.50. It's currently 231 almost. So it's about $1.50, $1.75 risk. Hershey. HSY. Really like the pattern on that one, guys. Looking really good. Okay, Catalyst Pharmaceuticals. Yeah, I don't know. Right now we got AMTD moving. Anything else? No, everything's in pullback mode. GBOX starting to activate, guys. Oh, there we go. Look at RJ's right on top of it. GBOX starting to activate. When did you say that about GBOX? 8:42. Ah, man. I was 30 seconds late to the show. GBOX. Now, my question is, let me get the fuck out of Asana and get into Hershey and the other one. That's where I'm at this morning. Yeah, Asana pulling back even more on lighter volume. It's literally saying hold. However, I gotta cut it. I've hit max position loss, and I really wish I didn't too. Asana just suckered me into a full R of loss on that one. Don't like that. Very upset as Asana. No, that's cool. All right, now off the heels of that Asana move, I'm now going to get into Hershey allocation swing trade. How high will MEGL go? We don't know. Right now it's at 20. It needs to break 22 just to get some momentum back. So that's what we're really waiting for it to break 22. We're watching it. Jesus, no, I don't need 100,000 shares. The risk is actually allowing for more money than I have in that account. So I'll have to cut it down because I do want to get into KBR also. Bummer. Can't get the allocation I want on Hershey. Hopefully you guys do get the allocation you guys are looking for. I really do like that trade. A lot. I do. I don't need $100 million of Hershey. Dude, can you just think or swim? Can you just fucking type the order correctly? One time? Oh, jeez. Share off. Adam says TME is making a move. Let's take a look, but it's got to be on high volume. Otherwise, it's not worth it. All right. GBOX definitely moving up now. GBOX about to break the pre-market pivot of 1.65. It is breaking 1.65. GBOX, the momentum is on GBOX. And BBBY is coming back up. You've got your entrance on BBBY, I believe, on that pullback with the 2-minute candles. Yes, there's that 1640 break. It's currently 1643. Actually, you could have even gotten in at 1612 on the 2-minute chart. Wet G hitting a halt, says Rebecca. Wet G. Mike, I can't make that recommendation. Sorry. But if you want to learn about trading, I can only, for educational purposes, talk about opportunities. But if you want to learn how to day trade, I recommend joining my group. So clicking the link in my bio, coming over, joining my group, and starting to take the video lessons over on Market Mastery. Because there's so many factors I need to talk to you about first before, the question, should you take that trade or not, should go on. Okay. So for example, if you don't even have $25,000 in your account, then you can't really day trade every day. You're going to get the pattern day trading rule, and you're going to be restricted from trading within 3 days. There's so many things. I'm just not even going to go over them all right now. So, come join my group and I'll help you out. Okay. BPBY up and over that 1612 pivot was signal. Wet G. It's out of the halt, Rebecca says. Wet G. The volume is quite low, but the price is booking. So a little bit sketchy volume-wise, but the price is booking. GBOX, woo, just popped from 170 to 183 just now, and it looks like it's going to attempt to break that high of it was like a 185. So already up 8% now from that 170 mention on GBOX. Now the pre-market high is 188, and that's the level to break, and it is really close. GBOX. Let's go over to the 15-second chart. Look at that. Woo! Nice move on GBOX. Let's take a look at BBBY while we're just sitting here. Somebody keeps asking about FUBO. I don't know if something's going on FUBO, but BBBY, by the way, is still hanging out at a good entry. You know, remember your risk to stop should be about 1560 breakdown level. FUBO is moving from 436 to about 477. Decent move on FUBO, 6%. Volume-wise, what do we got? Kind of low volume on FUBO, but you know, maybe 2 million. Yeah, a little bit low on FUBO. Momentum day trades as far as that goes. And TME breaking over the $5 level was Adam's pick. Thanks, Adam, for bringing that to us. TME breaking over $5 on 3.4 million shares traded, so about $15 million flowing into TME. Wet G with a hard pullback. BBBY is still hanging in a healthy spot. MEGL's underneath 20 now. Don't know how I feel about that. Might have to let that position go. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. If it breaks 18, that's where I'll let it go. All right, well, I'm glad I got my allocation on Hershey. Checking two stocks here. ADC, which was a breakout yesterday. Was that alerted? That definitely looks beautiful. ADC, let me check. Alerted July 12th was the last time we got into that. July 12th, I see that break, and that worked out just fine. All right, yeah, there's well, yesterday there was an entry on ADC. Today it's pulling back a little bit, but if ADC makes a new high, if anybody wants to watch that for a swing trade, ADC, that could be an entry for $5 of risk. ADC. Gonna go, all right. EQ has pulled back to my entry, so I tell that if I haven't already. It could have sold it yesterday. Let's take a look. Eat water. Yeah, jump, roping, ghost. Yes, sir. E cubed, E3. Yes. There's DQ. Gonna let it go negative on me. And we got a little bit of movement on NICE swing trade. How is that considered a positive? Well, we got earnings coming up on that. SQM. Earnings are tomorrow evening. GL with a little positive. Jump roping ghosts. Yeah, that's his name. What's funny about that? Because you could see the jump rope moving around. It's just a funny visual, or am I missing something? Yeah, I guess that is a great visual. BBBY, let's go back to it. BBBY starting to work out. Let's see. All right, it's up at 1657. The triggered entry, the correct triggered entry on the 2-minute chart would be at 1612. If you use the 5-minute chart, it would be at 1630, and it's currently at 1660. So we've got triggers and entry trigger alerts going off of multiple time frames. Ghost float, no jumping needed. Okay, not following that fully reanimated mind, but yeah. And then the dude says, yeah, I don't know why I chose it. Am I still watching Asana? I believe I just cut Asana. But the thing is, Asana is having a very light pullback day. another one. I just had to cry for mercy, needed to get out. It was just too many days of pullback. GBOX breaking over $1.88. GBOX hit $1.92. What are you saying? FRZA curling. I thought you said cutting. Okay, yeah. FRZA coming up. We're looking for the break of, what was it? We said 933, I think. 933. That is correct. Once it breaks 933, that trade is on, but it still would need to get over 970 and 980. FRZA. Kind of happening. Party, PRTY, moved from $1.57 to $1.83, is up 16%. PRTY. BBBY on the move. BBBY now at 1665. It looks almost sure to break high of day at the moment, which was 1690, and we're looking for it to break 17. Looks very promising now, and that's why it was a good idea to get in at 1612 and get some padding. Pre-market entry on that pullback. BBBY on the move. FRZA on the move. GBOX pulled back to $1.79. I believe the action right now is looking most exciting on BBBY. Looking across the spectrum here. Meanwhile, the market has been correcting. Let me see what that looks like as far as the candle that it would paint. All right, it's an inside day, so no big deal. Inside day, but high volume. Same thing on SPY. And actually, the industrials are doing well. So mixed inside day, nothing. It's not saying that there's any concern for alarm. Interestingly enough, this rally sort of basically continues. BBBY just broke 16 point, just hit, I think, 16.9. 16.95, 16.99. We really want to see if we can break. Technically, it's 1704. There it is, 1704, 1712, 1713, 1717, 20, 27, 28. And that's how it works, folks. That was the momentum trade right there. And you want to study my high-frequency trading ladder lessons, HFT, ladder momentum breakout system. HFT, high-frequency trading, if that's something you want to get into. And in order to capitalize on that move, that's how you would have did it. And it was over so fast, just like that. But wow, look at it go. 17, 1740, 1748, 1745 rather. A high of 1745. It is really taken off now. BBBY. Hopefully you guys are in it. That entry was at 1612 and you're sitting at 1750. Doing outstanding. That's 8.5%. And the risk was pretty low. I think the pivot was, I forget what, but it's about 4R right now. I don't know if that's where Randy's sitting. 1612 with a stop at 1565. No, it's about 60 cents per R. And so it's about 2R. All right, we're getting the first pullback on BBBY after that rally, that intense rally. So that will present another entry, and you would be watching the 2-minute and the 5-minute candles in order to get that next entry. Bye. Back. Let's go take a look at it. FRZA is pulling back. GBOX is pulling back. AMTD, tried and it's pulling back. Here's FRZA. V is totally fading out. MEGL still has a chance, still holding MEGL. Wet G after the halt. They liked that, and it pulled back. TME is still pegging the top of that range there. Got a nice flat top wedge forming. A nice flat top wedge forming there, like so. It's basically at the end of its possible move, so it should break out now or down. Those are the two directions it could go. TME. Yes, jump roping ghost. Yes, because QQQ is the growth market. It's the only market that moves the most. You know, SP 500. Yes, it's representative of a nice average of everything, but the results are average, and it's comprised of the stocks that are in so many different categories that it's too averaged. The QQQ will provide stronger gains. All right, BBBY now hitting 17.7, and it did make it back up and make a new high of the day. That would have been a trigger entry if you didn't get an entry off the 2-minute candle for re-entry or top up. You certainly could now, and on low risk as well. There's a really nice entry if somebody got it at 1750 with a stop at 1710. That's 40 cents of risk. Very nice for something like this, moving into the $20 area. From a day trader's risk perspective, that just had a little bit of a dream setup happen there with 40 cents of risk and something that might go up $2, $3, $4, $5. Hell yeah, that's going to provide a 10R. It could, I should say. Yeah, APLD. Not much movement on APLD. TME now hitting 510. Definitely tightening up as it's wedging. That's what we're looking at. All right, JBT. I got to look at this. JBT. Nah, not at all. Right. EQT. Oh, ER on HD came out. Okay, I'm going to take a look at that in a second. Yep. Going to measure. No, that's not going to happen. Home Depot. Earnings were good. Bottom reversal pivot, yes. That is an entry for swing. Home Depot, 100 style trade. ER day one, swing 100. It's a mix of both. About $10 of risk. All right, that alert is off. Home Depot, yes, looking good. Get out of this one called Nice. Hoping to get some padding before earnings. That didn't happen. Hopes and dreams dashed. Wow, Thinkorswim's so slow right now. Okay. BBBY is pulled back to 1734. I believe, no, that's not a pivot break. 1710 is the pivot. So from a day swinging perspective, that's not out yet from the path of victory. GBOX sitting around $1.80. FCell checking on it. No, that's definitely not an entry. Going to get my location of Home Depot. Step Brothers, man. That's one of the best movies ever. What did he say? You've had the big guy. You've had the daddy. Now you're ready for the young bull, or what did he say? Oh, Jesus. Exit BBBY. Let's see. Your average is Jesus. You have a high average. Jesus. Where did you get in? Let's see here. Right, hopefully, the signal was 1692 for entry. I guess off of the 15-second chart, 1750. All right. I don't know how you got in at 1730. That's an odd entrance. Anyway, the break below 1710 is the pivot break. So yeah, the exit is a 1710. 1 minute chart. Oh, don't trade on the 1 minute chart. Trade on the 2 minute chart. Don't ever trade on the 1 minute chart. Either trade on a faster chart like 15-second or 2 minute. Don't ever trade on the 1 minute chart. You will regret it. You're going to get whipped out of trades, too many false signals. That's going to kill you. 1 minute chart, most manipulated chart by market makers. All right, yeah, you should be getting out. You should have gotten out on at 1710 break. Well, you're getting. It looks like you're getting a good price on your exit right now. So take it. Whenever you've missed an exit and you've gone underwater, if price ever returns to your break even, you should just take it. And it doesn't matter if then it goes off and does the incredible. You were supposed to get out earlier, and you should be out. And it's very important that if price comes back up, that you get out at break even. Why? Because it shows that you were not on top of your game today, like because you didn't get out when you were supposed to, kind of thing. So it's a good rule to have. Listen up, everybody. If you miss your exit or find yourself underwater on a trade, if price on that ever goes back to break even, get out. Don't be like, I'll just hold. Let's see if it goes further. You already, remember, I have a TikTok about this. You already proved you were a fuck up or that you fucked up, right? So therefore you are a fuck up. That's what the TikTok video talks about. And so that's a signal. A good day trader has rules that calibrate that calibrate his system. The system is supposed to react to even how you are trading as a trader, not just a system and then you are sloppy or sharp. It can't work that way. An excellent day trader also has built into the system the fact rules to notice whether or not you're doing well or bad on the day, and to take you out of playing the game if certain rules have been broken. So the sort of rules that are beyond the rules because you messed up are very important. They're like the guardrail rules. And it would be unfortunate that you wouldn't be able to make more money if that you got a pattern day trading restriction or something. But you got to follow those rules, almost as a matter of discipline. FRZA breaking $10, guys. FRZA. Yeah, a huge move up on FRZA. Common stock. Yeah, definitely. Oh wow, look at it go. 1037 on FRZA. Now remember, this is a recent IPO with potential of $15 on the high side. If that doesn't get hit today, that's where it really freaking explodes. Once it gets to $15, you ain't seen nothing yet. If it can get over that $15 mark. And you can learn more about how to trade IPOs. It's like 10 ways to Sunday, as from day trading, high frequency trading, follow-up days, follow-up weeks, follow-up months, subsequent days, shorting, the whole lot in my market mastery. There's a whole section in the special section called How to Trade IPOs, 6 Ways to Sunday. Is that what that means? Because there's 6 days until Sunday? I'm going to have to look that up. 6 Ways to Sunday. What does that mean? The idiom 6 ways from Sunday means in every way possible, having done something completely, having addressed every alternative. 6 ways from Sunday seems to have its origins in the middle 18th century as the phrases both ways from Sunday and 2 ways from Sunday. Yeah, fuck no, 6 ways to Sunday. I just reinvented that too because it's not from, it's to, so fuck them. We're bringing it into the 21st century here. So if you want to know every way to trade IPOs, 6 ways to Sunday, that's there, for your taking on the market mastery. If anybody out there in Streamland needs to know the link to the market mastery, send me a private message. But it's marketmastery.teachable.com. All right, BBBY is starting to show a little bit more strength now, getting over 1749, hitting 1756. Let's see. After breaking pivot to the low, it really needs to break the high of the day to give you the confidence and momentum. I believe it's hitting fake out territory, and this is bullshit. Because the backside of the trade began when it broke that pivot there at 1710. So this whole movement here, it's pulling up in a downtrend is my belief. But however, maybe it'll break 18 and a new high of the day, and that will give renewed faith momentum wise. However, it could be a fake out at that time. So you don't want to be over trading on BBBY because it's now showing dangerous. It's now having signaled dangerous signals. LO, we're getting a price alert on. Nah. Covenant Logistics. Very interesting. I'll bet the thing is going to move like hell, too. Going to have to alert that one. CVLG for swing 100 trade. CVLG risk $1.25. They're located, but I really want that one. Hopefully you guys get in that if you have the room, if you have the allocations available. Let me take a look at DXY, see how the dollar's doing. Okay, good. So DXY is not an entry today. Maybe tomorrow. All right, BPY going up to 1775. Again, if it can break 18, maybe that'll be a new entry. And the momentum is back on it. JBI VTYX FN. FN, no. EQT, no. We already went over that. EQT, no. PUBG. PUBG's flying. Jesus, and look at those earnings numbers. Fuck. PUBG offers intermodal truck brokerage and logistics services to major cities in the US, Canada, and Mexico. PUBG. Wow, boy, that sure the hell is flying. Gonna have to put it on watch and wait for it to pull back, but well, that's amazing. Get that early breakout at 78, which we could have got if I had been watching it, if I had known about it. MEGL is slowly coming back up. Yeah, very slowly. I will definitely cut it if it breaks whatever I said earlier. I think it's 18. I don't remember the number I said. I think it was 18 or 17. 18. Yeah, breaks 18, I'll get all out. All right, guys. Gonna move into the room now. I think that into the trading room. See you guys over there. I noticed a couple of you went into the active trader lounge yesterday. Do it again. That was really cool. I liked. I think other people like that. Just because there may not be a lot of talking in there going on doesn't mean others don't appreciate the screens you're sharing. You're able to share your own screen. You can go into the active trader lounge. You can share your own screen with you on mute if you want, or you could be talking to each other in the active trader lounge. That would be the place to go in order to buddy trade with each other. To get two or three together, you're watching the same stock. Everybody's informing each other of the reasons why they're getting in or out or scaling in or scaling out at any point, or not getting in, why they're not. That's a good place to go. All right, to hang out. You can even be in the active trader lounge, sharing your screen and talking with people and hearing them. Everybody talking together, sharing on either webcam or mic, or even texting, and also be simultaneously in the momentum room, checking out opportunities there. Okay, looks like possibly REV might be another trade. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. And I'm going to go have some breakfast now as well. All right, take care. See you in the group momentarily. Thanks, Chowder. Thanks, everybody.